Today we will continue some practical examples of keyword types that commonly used in OET listening Part A. Just as a reminder, there are two types of keywords. Firstly, the constant keywords, that we can use it as a landmark to keep our place during listening. And the changeable keywords that may appear in the audio tape as a synonym or being paraphrased. Now, let us practice and discover how to distinguish and use these two types of keywords. Please read the following gap-filling questions and discover each type of keywords. We will mark the constant keywords with blue and the changeable keywords in red. Please, have a look at this real exam paper of listening Part A and discover each type of keywords. You have 30 seconds only to do this. Here is our differentiation between each type of keywords. So generally speaking, you will discover again that most keywords were underlined by red lines being a changeable keywords. And a few number of it were underlined by blue lines being a constant keywords. And this is the most important observation. So, as we always advise, you have to expect synonyms or paraphrasing most of the time in the audio tape. Now listen to the audio tape to be sure of our first important observation.
Do you have any history of eyesight impairment?
The funny thing is, I'm nearsighted, so I've been wearing glasses my entire adult life. I'd have had them on today, actually, if I hadn't left them at home on the coffee table. Sometimes I even wear those coloured contact lenses because, as you can probably tell, I have one green eye and one's a greyish blue. I feel a bit juvenile wearing them, but maybe if I'd been wearing those today, I'd have had at least some protection. I've been with the same optometrist for 6 years and I go for 6 monthly checkups.
Okay, well, I'll prescribe you some antibiotic eye drops just to ward off any infection while your eye's on the mend. Do you have any allergies or illnesses I should know about?
I know I'm definitely allergic to penicillin and amoxicillin because the last time I had either, I broke out in a terrible case of hives all over my body. It lasted for hours. I didn't have any other symptoms, but the doctors told me to avoid anything in the penicillin family. Also, when I was 22, I went to hospital just for a gastroscopy, nothing serious. And they found that I have an allergy to latex. Their gloves caused a red rash and even some blisters around my neck.
Any medication?
Not at the moment. I was taking something for sciatica, but I haven't had any pain for a while.
Will you be needing a certificate for work?
I'm a full-time homemaker, so no certificates needed for that. The one thing I guess I'll have to hold back from, though, is my aqua aerobics class every Wednesday. Will I have to stay away from the pool, Doctor?
I'd recommend it until your eyes had a chance to fully heal, at least. Now, before I give you any other...
So, you can notice that most of the keywords were paraphrased. That is why we have to differentiate between both types of keywords. Here is a list of paraphrased keywords. Ocular history, became, history of eyesight impairment. Also, myopia, became, nearsighted. And, usually wear, became, have been wearing and, since adolescence, became, my entire adulthood and, occasionally wears, became, sometimes I even wear. Develops, became, broke out in. Also, developed, became, caused. And, medicated, became. Any medications, and, occupation, became, work and, weekly, became, every Wednesday. AXO, lessons, became, classes. That is the importance of being well prepared of such paraphrasing of changeable keywords and anticipate it. For more free tips and tricks to pass OET exam easily, subscribe to our YouTube channel with activation of the notification bell to get all tips regularly straight away. Also, you can join our free WhatsApp group for practicing, or subscribe to our paid online services and courses straight away. All these links will appear in the first line of comments. Matrix Training Center wishes you a very successful exam experience and a brilliant future.